I am 35 now. Active, energetic kids. All every if you want to start a habit, you have to do it for 66 days continuously. After 2 days, I understood it was Nagar as a god. Daily morning to hear his voice. For me,
Many congratulations, first of all, for
thank
getting
you.
job of. Actually, we see your success as our success because when Ashok came and told me that you got placed, what I felt was like we need to have a session like an interview so that other mothers who have enrolled with us will get benefited. Because whenever I talk to other mothers, I used to call people who have enrolled with us to get the feedback of for training. So whenever I call them and I talk to them, all mothers, working mothers, they come up with this concern of not able to manage family, child, and as well as work. So they come up with this concern of not able to learn. When they come back home from office, they feel exhausted and they couldn't manage it. So I was feeling that after hearing your story, that this story will motivate them, be an inspiration, and will be a motivation factor to them. So that's why this video. So thank you so much for accepting our invitation. And shall we proceed on?
Yeah.
Okay. So first of all, tell about yourself. Where did you do your college, completed your degree, and after that, what did you do?
Actually, I'm not from IT background. I am from non-IT background. I did my undergraduation from PhD College of Arts and Science Coimbatore, and my post-graduation
And what was
from
your degree?
BBM, Business Management.
Okay, okay.
Then my post-graduation from University of Madras, Chennai. It's MBA, Master of Business Administration. And immediately after completing my MBA, I joined as investment advisor year of 2009.
Okay.
So immediately after that, I joined there. It is full of finance because I did my project in that. So I got job opportunity in the same. So it is full of finance, tracking the stock market, analyzing using technical analysis, financial analysis, all those. And after that, I got engaged and got married and moved to Singapore. After going there, I tried to be in that same industry and I did prepare for the exam there and I tried my level best. But what they expected is they want permanent residency, they will take. Otherwise, I have to pay some amount of money to get a job there. As a security, I have to pay, and then only they will provide me a job. So I thought, no need of for that. We will move on some other domain or something like that. So I tried job and I got as administrative assistant there in Singapore.
Oh, okay.
Construction-based company. Construction-based company. There I was working as administrative assistant under a Chinese head. She taught me all regarding the administrative work, HR work, billing, processing, GST, all those things. So it was good. I was there for 1 year. After that, I got conceived for my first baby. Then I moved to native. That also, I joined the same company, but I couldn't continue. Discontinue and started taking care of my son. And after we relocated from Singapore to Chennai, I worked in and it was a startup. They were into mobile apps. They were providing mobile Android apps for the school. So I was working there, managing a marketing team, providing a mail report, all those things. It went well. After that, I couldn't work well. I couldn't take care of my son properly. My in-laws moved to native, so I resigned the job, and again I was full-time parenting. But the I feel like I have to work. I have to work. That was in my mind always. I don't want to settle at home, being a homemaker. So I kept looking for opportunities to work. Then I worked as freelance recruiter. Whenever he goes for school, during that time I'll work as freelance recruiter. And
so you have one child?
No, I have two kids. Two active, energetic kids. All after that, I got conceived for the second baby, and the freelance recruiter job was mostly in the call. Like I have to be in the call most of the time, so I don't want to take risk, and I resigned that also. After my second baby, the corona started everything.
Okay.
During this corona, my life totally changed. I started taking care of my health properly. I had a daily routine, very good routine I followed. Because of that routine, I could able to learn Salesforce. Otherwise, I wouldn't have learned even this much because I have a proper routine which takes care of my health, which takes care of my kids' activities, takes care of my whole family.
Okay. So how did you come to know about Salesforce?
I know I work through D4V, Direction for Volunteers. So I had his contact number. So whatever he shares in WhatsApp, I was able to see. Then one of my brother, he is a mechanical engineer. During this Corona, he lost his job. Then he was working abroad. So I said, why don't you work here? He said, here there is no scope for oil and gas. I have to go either Gujarat or Surat for oil and gas. Then I said, why don't you try in IT? He said, how come a mechanical engineer can get into IT? I said, there are, I have been so WhatsApp status. No? So I recommended him like even non-IT background people can learn it since there is no need of code language. So you can learn, I was telling. Then that time, why don't you do this? I am ready to do, but since I have kids, I am not ready to do. Then my mom said, I'll take care of the kids. You do.
Oh, super!
But
You have
it
to thank
started
your
like that.
brother and your mother actually.
My mother supported a lot. Before this Corona start, I was taking tuition, reading classes for kids in my community. So my mother said, instead of doing that, you are spending so much energy in teaching, in taking classes. Why don't you? I will help you, my mom suggested. And I said,
Great.
why don't I try? Because Ashok was posting like no need of coding language, anyone can learn Salesforce, all those things motivated me. Then I said, okay, I will try. This is how it started.
Okay, super. And how comfortable were you with our training? Like it is different from other conventional training, right? Like when you take other training, there'll be one-on-one training, right? Training where the trainer sits with you, or maybe you will have to go to classroom and attend the training. But this is different, right? How comfortable are you with
Actually,
our
this
training?
helps me. This way of learning is really helpful to me because that conventional way wouldn't have worked for me because of kids, their school, project work, exam, all those things. Even during workshops, few days I won't be able to attend. So really that will not work for me. Only this phase of learning will work. Whenever I have time, I can see the videos, I can do the case study. So it worked for me. This way only work for me. Only for homemakers they will understand. Only this way it will work for them.
Okay. And how did you manage your family? Like you already said that you had a plan, that you follow a routine. So can you share your routine?
Sure. Actually, before learning Salesforce during that COVID time, I used to read many self-help books like The Have Your Back, 5 a.m. Club, Ikigai. Many books I read in that 1 year and 1.5 year gap. I read many books. In that 5 a.m. book helped me a lot. One more book called Tiny Habits. All these helped me a lot. In 5 a.m. Club, if you want to start a habit, you have to do it for 66 days continuously. If you couldn't do got break, you have to start again. Like in June, I was there in my mom's home. My mom helped me, so I learned without any break. So after coming back to Chennai, I really felt challenging. I have to sit. So I started that 66 days routine. Every day, I will have a Excel sheet to track whether I learned Salesforce today. Did I do Trailhead today? Did I concentrated on any topics? Or did I see any videos or any podcast related to Salesforce? Then I will my health related one. Did I take vitamin supplement, fruits in it? Because only if we are healthy and energetic, we can learn.
Awesome,
I had this Excel sheet. If you want, I'll share that Excel sheet. So daily I will track. If I did everything, I'll put green tick. Otherwise, red cross. So whenever I see continuously 2 or 3 red cross, again I will get motivated to do to see the green tick everywhere. So likewise, I followed for 6 days. So when people see me waking up early every day at 5 o'clock, they'll ask me, "How did you do this? How did you achieve this? How you are waking up early? We couldn't do this." Then I'll say my routine is like that. I will have early dinner at 7:30. We will finish our dinner at 9 o'clock. We will be in bed.
Okay, super.
So it was possible for me to wake up at 5.
Important, yes.
Yeah.
May I know your kid's age?
Yeah, my son is 9 years old. He's going 4th standard. My daughter is 3 and a half.
Okay. How supportive were your kids? I mean, did they understand that you are learning?
Yeah, both of them understood that I am learning. Even my son knows what I am learning. He knows about he knows puppet. He knows those words.
Okay.
Because I used to interact with my husband. No, he listens everything and he will ask, "Amma, have you finished trigger?" He'll ask me like.
Oh, superb actually. So he'll be
Whatever I do in childhood, he'll peep in and what are you doing?
Why did you choose this? There are so many other institutions, right, that teach Salesforce. What is the reason for choosing us?
Because I trusted Ashok. I know him since he has started this. I thought I'll give it a try. I didn't inquire in any other institute. I don't know whether they are providing Salesforce training. I didn't inquire anywhere. software. Only because I know Ashok, I joined the HSL. I will give it a try. I want to learn something new because I'm a person like I want to learn something new every day.
Okay, and do you attend Q&A sessions every day?
No, only for getting review I will attend Q&A session because those timings will not work for me. 9 o'clock it will be breakfast time for me and evening 6 o'clock I will take them to park to play or somewhere. So that time didn't suit me because I have to, even for getting review I will tell you sit and watch TV. I have to get review. Don't disturb me. I'll tell and I'll close the phone and I have to attend Q&A.
Okay. And
only for getting reviewed I have attended Q&A till now. Only 4 or 5 times I have attended.
And what about when you get doubts maybe in between and you need clarification? What do you do?
Google. I will
Google.
I will listen to many videos in YouTube. The same topic videos I will see in YouTube. 2 or 3 videos I will see short videos. In that case, if I didn't understand any terminology, anything, I will ask my husband. He's data better. Whatever he knows, he will help me.
Okay, super actually. The same story.
Videos are really good to understand. No need of asking in Q&A session. If I see the video again and again, I will understand. Most of the video I have watched 2 or 3 times. The first day video alone I have watched here 4 times. I will watch again and again. If I don't understand, I will search in Google. Whatever I can understand in Google. If not, I will go for YouTube. In that Shrey Sharma's video, people learn. Many videos are there. I will keep watching that. Short videos.
Until you get a clear clarity, you will be watching. Okay. How supportive were our trainers?
Yeah, they are very supportive. I should say Narajan is very good. He has lots of patience. Whatever silly doubt it may be, he will clarify with very softly, clearly. He will not get irritated. Why people are asking this question? It's very simple. He never got irritated. I have seen in many Q&A. Even if it is simple question, he will explain it clearly. I like his way of explaining things. For during Apex learning, Apex basic, it was 14-day video. So after missing those videos, then I started doing case study. I was missing something. Then in the 2 days, I understood it was Narajan voice. Daily morning to hear his voice. For missing something. His way of teaching is really very good. He has lots of patience. He's really knowledgeable.
Okay. So, did you attend mock interview with us and how
actually for that I have to complete the whole course, right? I couldn't complete. I was in asynchronous Apex case study. So I thought once I'll finish that and then I'll attend the mock interview. But before that, I got this call and I attended it.
Okay. So, how long did it take? I mean, to complete the course? So, synchronous, asynchronous, Apex. Until that, you have finished, right? So, how long did it take to finish syllabus?
Actually, last June I joined. June 4th I joined, but I would have studied only for 3 to 4 months complete. In the middle, 2 times my mom got hospitalized. So really 2 months I didn't study at all. Then 1 month marriage, vacation. Kids from the last October, my kids are falling sick often because my daughter started going for nursery. Every month she will fall sick because of her. My son will get affected from her. From both of them, I will get affected again. So I couldn't continue. In a month, I will study only for 15 days because the other 15 days it will be like taking care of it.
Yeah, I wondered. See, Salesforce is something that you need to keep in touch. Okay, maybe 1 week or 10 days if you leave gap, you will have to watch the video all the way from the beginning. So how you made it?
Trigger alone, you will not believe. Whenever I start watching the first day video, the other day I will get updated with something. So it was like trigger I was doing for more than 2 months.
Oh my God.
Because
I really appreciate your effort because
my son will get the exam every month. Last week or either first week of the month he will get exam. So I have to sit with him. Then every month they will get some projects. I have to sit for that. So it was tight schedule for me, but I have fixed like at least for 5 to 10 minutes I have to study everything. Maybe any watching video or learning interview questions or doing case study, anything or trial head, anything, but I have to study at least 5 to 10. That consistency I maintain. At least I want to read at least one question so that I will not have the feeling I didn't study today.
So you had that perseverance to learn everything and to be consistent is the main reason.
We should be there in whatever we do, in any habit or anything. If the consistency is there, anything. we should not think only 5 minutes today. That 5 minutes will surely help
Values,
you.
yes. Yeah, many of them they will give up actually. If it takes maybe a gap of 10 days or 1 month, many of them they will give up taking time. Maybe this will not work out for me. They'll just give up, right? But I really appreciate having a consistent gap. You have motivated yourself and put yourself on track, and you have learned everything. And you,
My husband has teased me a lot. He'll say, before you complete Salesforce 1.1, Salesforce 2.1, always there. Before you complete, another new version is going to come. So complete.
So how helpful was your husband?
Yeah, he was very supportive. When I was learning development, he helped me a lot. How to debug, how to think logically. He used to say to me that you have to do
He
aptitude.
also works in sales. Huh?
No, his technology is Oracle PLSQL.
Okay.
Works for Betus as database architect. So he will tell me how you should logically do aptitude question every day. But I never listen to him that because every day I have to sit with aptitude means whatever time I get, I have to learn for Salesforce. So I'll say, okay, I'll do it, but I never did. But once he gave me compliment, like even though you have so much household chores, cakes, so many things inside, your logical thinking is not bad. It's okay. He gave me compliment recently. Then while debugging, if any error comes, he will say, remove line by line, you will understand where the problem is. So that helped me a lot.
And being from a different background, how difficult it was to learn Salesforce. I mean, you are from a completely different background, right? How did you feel when learning?
I have felt low so many times. Like at this age, should I learn coding now? I am 35 now. So many times I have படிக்கிற காலத்துல ஒழுங்கா படிச்சுன்னா இப்ப உட்காந்து இதை படிக்கணுமா அப்படின்னா thought many times. In my 11th and 12th standard, I took computer science group, but due to my health issues, my sister and brother, they suggested me, you no need to do engineering. Anyway, after completing engineering, they will get you married. Or you are
or you are getting yourself into struggle.
Better you take any arts course and you learn happily and be happy. You will not feel bad. But what I think now is I shouldn't have done that. I should have opted for engineering because now it would have been easy for me to learn. Even if I want to learn some other language now, it would have been easy, right? But now I got confident. Whatever language it's maybe I will learn.
Maybe if we ask any engineering graduates who are learning Salesforce now, they would have forgotten everything. They would be in your stage now. So that is actually good. You came across all these challenges. You broke all these challenges and finished up this course and ended up having a better package and job. And did you finish all the trial heads and full badges?
Finished up to some 50 modules, I think. It is around 50,000 points I have reached in trial head. Only one super badge I have completed, process automation.
Okay. And how useful case study? Were you able to do our case study?
Really helped me. Actually, even now after joining the work, the person who gave me KT, I asked so many doubts, he couldn't answer me. Then he said, how do you know all this? How come you are asking these questions? I said, because of the case studies I did in my course, I want to know all these details. Then he said, you ask project manager.
So you applied as a fresher?
Yeah, I applied.
Okay. They would have wondered how come a fresher got all this knowledge.
I asked, you would have done this, you could have done this. Then he said, no, I was asked to do this. I was doing this for past 5 months, so I didn't explore all this. Then I said, why didn't you explore all this? Because if you leave me, I will explore all the objects. What are the fields inside all the objects? How it works? Any trigger is there? All things I used to explore, but he said, we are not supposed to touch anything in production. Even for opening, I don't know, I have to ask project manager.
How was your initial days? I mean, when you got introduced to Salesforce, that you need to sign into an org and create
all
a
your
trailhead.
videos were it was step by step. All your videos were helping me. It was understandable. Nothing like very difficult to do all those things. Your videos were very clear.
There would have been days that you felt low or sometimes demotivated. Oh my God, why did I enroll for the training? I would not be able to do this. Sometimes you might have got demotivated and felt low. How did you made yourself up and kept yourself going?
I asked question, why did you start? If I start, I have to finish. Two things I will tell to myself. Why did you start? If you start, you have to finish. After completing admin, I asked Ashok, I completed admin. Can I start looking for a job? He said, no. For admin, there are very less opportunity. You have to do development too. How difficult it will be like that. But when I starting development, I started myself every day. When I do meditation, I am a Salesforce developer. In my note also, in the front page, I am a Salesforce developer. So whenever I see that, whenever
I get motivated,
every day I will tell to myself I am a Salesforce developer. So that will motivate me to learn. I like to take challenges. Even during the interview, they asked me, you are from non-IT background. Why don't you choose Salesforce administration instead of development? I told him directly there won't be any challenges in administration. I want a challenging job. Then he said, it's a challenging job. You have to, you will have sleepless nights some few days. You have to work extended hours. How will you manage? Then I said, I have a great daycare near my house. It's no problem. They will take care of my. Then he got interested. He said, okay, I'll give you development. It's all positive energy which comes from my husband, motivate me. When few of my friends, I have many accountable friends. I'll share with them. We will start together. If I'm starting any self-care challenge or any 66 days challenge, any habit challenge, we all start together. So every day after waking up at 5, I will put a good morning message and they will also reply. We also started.
Yeah, a fantastic group of friends, So we all need that kind of people. That circle should give us positive energy to us.
Those friends of mine, they too restarted their career. One of my friends, she started a boutique after joining that 66 days challenge. Many people have in this
restarted their career.
Many have reached this time
and when you attended interview, did they ask for certification?
No, they asked me whether you have any certification. I said still I didn't complete my course. I thought of doing it after completing the course. Good, better than seeing the dumps and appearing for the exam. It's good, they said, and they got convinced.
Okay. How did you feel when you took your first interview? I mean, were you so confident or were you so nervous? How did you feel?
So for Salesforce, I have attended only 3 interviews. In my third interview, I got selected. My first interview, it was from a healthcare company, Urgo, it's in Perungudi. So they were recruiting for Salesforce BE. They didn't ask anything technical. They asked whether you know Salesforce, whether you know Salesforce, because there is no particular team for Salesforce. We are starting. So your team will be in China. You have to come to office daily, 9 to 6, all those things. But 9 to 6, it will not be comfortable. Even though I got the offer, I denied it because 9 to 6 will not be comfortable because I have to take care of kids. I have to start from a year. So it's not possible. I said, no, I am looking for work from home. So I denied it. The second interview was from Collab, some company, and it was full and full technical. They were giving me so many scenarios, like in formula field, what you have to give for this scenario, in validation tool, what you have to do for this scenario. They were asking for many scenarios. For few, I couldn't answer well. So I accepted and I asked them answers also. Really, I want to know answer. You please tell me the answer. After the interview, I asked him. Then he said, how you have to learn also. He gave me good advice, like how you have to learn, how you have to for some particular scenarios and everything. Even after finishing trigger, I went into Google and I just typed trigger scenarios. I was looking on each and every trigger scenario, how this works. But my husband will say, it's like max. If you see the coding, you will not get it. You have to type it in your anonymous window or in your developer console. You have to try. Only then you will know where you are getting error. If you keep seeing like this, you will not understand or you will miss something. So those interviews helped me a lot to learn how they will ask questions, all those things I understand. Only 2 interviews.
Okay.
And the third one is this one.
Okay. So third one, were you confident? I mean, you would not have got any calls from the other 2 interviews you got, right? You attended. And attending the third interview, were you so confident?
Yeah, because the HR fixed the interview for the next day and I had 1 day time to prepare. So I prepared how much ever I can. I was confident. The interviewer, if they are very comfortable, no, after tell me about yourself itself, I will get confident. Even though I made few mistakes, I didn't stop there. It didn't stop me. I was keep answering them. The interviewers around 1.5 hours. She was she was keep asking questions. For every questions I answered, I don't know whether it is correct or not. If it is pakka answer, she will say perfect, very good. Otherwise, no, she will say okay, fine. She will move on to next question. Keep on asking. She didn't give me
any break. Okay.
So that I understood. Okay, she is okay with me. She is impressed. So I have to keep continuing, and I was keep continuing, and it went.
Okay, super.
In my managerial round, also they gave me scenarios like what you will write algorithm for this.
Were you prepared for answering these type of questions? I mean, to write algorithms and all that?
No, for that I don't know. when he asked, can you give me algorithm? I was thinking for a second. He said, no, you just tell me how you will approach this scenario. Then I said, I will use if condition. That's all. You tell me using the if condition. He said. Then I told him. Next scenario, he asked what you will do for this. I said I will use for loop. So how you will use? He helped me also. Whenever I said, he will say correct. Next what you will do. I was able to answer.
Super. And one more question is that we often hit by our mom's guilt. Okay, there is something called mom's guilt. So how much ever good caretaker he or she might be, we always have that guilt. Oh my God, what my son or daughter will be doing at this time? What if they get hurt? Or so many questions will hit our mind, right? So how you got through all this? Were you able to spend time with your kids?
Actually, for my son, no, I was with him. I couldn't work because I was totally with him for each and everything. I used to pamper him.
These kids, yes.
First son, right? For each and everything, even if he falls sick, I will not sleep the whole night. I have to sit with him.
They want us to be with them.
Temperature. So it was like that. I because of him, I didn't restart my career. I said, okay, let him grow, then I will do it. But every day I have that feeling also. Even though I do many works at home, I always have this.
You will not get the satisfied feeling. Oh my God, I got stuck at home. I'm not doing anything else. So you will get
even though giving so much inputs for him, I spent all my time for him. It actually helped me. He reads novels now. In this, he's 9 years old. He reads big novels. Not of his age, he will read many big novels. Everyone will wonder how his vocabulary is, how his slang is, how you achieve this. All those things. Everyone will ask. I said, I take him to library at the age of 3 itself. At the age of 4, he started writing, he started reading everything. But even now, my daughter is also, when compared to my son, he is smart. What I thought, being with him, it makes them dependent on us. Whatever they want to do, they will come to us. They want our reciprocation. They want our ideas. They want us to help. I don't want to do that with my daughter. I didn't teach her alphabets. I didn't teach her numbers. I just made her explore everything. Whatever food you want to eat, whatever things you want to learn. Every day my house will be messy. She will play with water. She will play with watercolor. She will play with paint. Whatever she wants, I will give to her. She is very bold. She is very independent. She is very creative. I didn't sit with her. My husband.
That's why you are able to achieve this.
Don't sit with kids hereafter. Let them do on their own. Only if
then they will be so confident on themselves, right?
If they go to park, if we also accompany them. So if they face any issue, there we will go there and we'll help them. Let them face that issue on their own.
Resolve their issue.
Let them defend on their own. You don't do that. So my husband, he's like, எனக்கு வந்து படிக்காட்டியும் பரவாயில்ல, ஒழுக்கமா இருக்கணும், நல்ல பழக்கம் இருக்கணும். That's enough for me. நல்லா சாப்பிடணும். He will never infuse, you have to learn this, you have to learn this. He will never say, you want to go to this class. He will never ask the kids, like, whatever you want to do. But be disciplined, listen to parents, listen to your teachers, it's enough.
How was your family members' response? I mean, so after having this gap and learning something new and you have achieved in this, how they are feeling about your success? In fact, we feel so happy.
We are really happy. My husband, no, on the day of getting this offer, he called many and he informed them. When I was learning also, he didn't say to anyone. After got this job, he informed his manager also.
Hey, great.
He was so happy. He informed his parents, and I informed them. Before I informed them, he called and informed. Family members were very happy. My sister-in-law was very proud of me. She is BTech graduate. She is a school topper. She studied Raja. There also she is a topper, but she didn't go for work at all. After marriage, she got settled at home, taking care of kids, her business, all those things. But she didn't go. But she was very proud of me. She was also telling to all her mother-in-law.
Yeah, it is a success for us. When I heard your story, it was actually, I felt it as my success actually, because I was not in a position to achieve all this, but you have achieved it. And I thought of this recording all this and giving a motivation to all other mothers. So I feel inspired and motivated by listening to all your struggles and challenges and how you came across this. So great, actually, phenomenal.
And before I was not this positive. When I got married, my husband used to say, you are a negative person. For everything, you are finding some reason. You are not going into a solution. You are finding some reason to avoid that. You are being negative. Don't be like that. He was keep on telling me everything. See it in a positive note. Don't see it. எனக்கு மட்டும் ஏன் இது நடக்க மாட்டேங்குது அது மாதிரிலாம் எதுவுமே நீ நெகட்டிவாவே யோசிக்காத. Then I like reading. Keep reading. Before I used to read love fiction, all those things. Now I started self-help books recently. For past 2 years, I read it. So whenever I read that, I get motivated. Many things I learned from this.
Also, you can share the book's name. Whoever watches this video, if you share the book's name, if they are book lovers, they will also go through that book.
Yeah, I read Tiny Habit, Universe Has Your Back, 5 AM Club, 4 Agreements, The Archer, Alchemy, Secret. Because of Audible also, it was easy for me to listen to books. Whenever I'm working or walking, I used to listen to that.
And one more thing, when you were talking about books, one more thing hits my mind. So, we spend more time in gadgets, right? Like when we have phone, we open Google. I mean, not Google. We open Instagram or Facebook.
I understand your question.
Yes.
This was there 2 years before. Whenever I take my mobile, I used to see Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp status. I'll search something in Google. And whatever notification I get, I used to watch this. You want to avoid all these things. I have shared an article in Medium. I have written an article in Medium. I'll share that. I switch off all the notification in my mobile. Whichever will distract me, all the actions I will switch off. Turn off the notifications. Then once I started learning Salesforce, I uninstalled Facebook and Instagram from my mobile. Only after getting this job offer, I installed only Instagram. That I didn't install Facebook. Then when I start learning Salesforce in the morning around 5 a.m., I will keep my mobile in bedroom or in some other. I will not get that distraction, that notification distraction or something. I will not do. In the daytime, if I am learning, I will not keep my mobile near. That one I will do. I will sit in the same place daily. I will not keep changing the place while learning. Because that will create a positive vibration.
Positive, yes.
Every day if we sit in the same place, every day I used to write a goal also. I have a goal track. For 6 months, if I want to finish trigger, for first 2 days, day 1. For first next 2 days, day 2. Like that I have written a goal tracker. So if I have completed, I will update that. If I'm not completing, I'll see how many days I have missed. So that will motivate me. During phone calls, if any unnecessary phone calls or friend calls or parents calls, if it is not very important or urgent, I will say I have work or my kid training or I have to feed my kid or I have work and I'll cut the call. I will say I will call you later when I'm walking or when I'm doing any other works. I will call them.
Great. And as you said, you will be learning early in the morning, right? 5 to how long do you learn?
Till my daughter wakes up.
Your day starts and your daughter wakes up. Okay.
My day starts at 5. I will have a tea. Before having tea, I will do yoga and meditation. After having tea, I will start learning Salesforce. If I'm feeling sleepy, I'll go for a walk. 10 to 15 walk, not more than that. 10 to 15. After that, you will not. So I'll go for a walk. I'll come back and again I'll sleep. After my daughter wakes up, also I'll feel bad. Oh, I should have learned some more. So after what I will do, when I start cooking, I will use some speaker and I will play the video, or I will listen to any podcast or any videos in YouTube. Or what I will do, I will listen to some self-help motivational talks. That will help me. So when I'm cooking, I'll listen to all this. In an alternative day, I will listen to songs. I'll listen to this. So this will keep my mood good.
Oh, great! Actually.
Many times I have felt bad.
And
that makes please leave study, don't disturb. Because while watching videos, I have my they will comment something.
You will be in a great mood. You'll be in a great mood.
My daughter will come and ask, Amma, where is this? Amma, how is this? Amma, I have drawn this. Every 5 minutes she will come and this. Half an hour good. But I will give her crayons, my brush, and everything I'll give her and I'll make her sit every 5 minutes.
They want our acknowledgement, actually.
Yeah, they want our attention. If we are there, they want our attention. Evlo puzzles for 10-15 puzzles everything she will finish fast and she will ask for new ones.
They don't want puzzles actually. They want their mom. Okay, great.
Interested in all that, but not more than 15 minutes I can engage. So the videos I will watch in the morning time. During the case study or trailhead, I will do in the daytime. So even if they come, it will not affect a lot.
You have well planned your day.
Because of those books only, I started planning in this way. Few days even I have felt very low. I used to watch movies with my husband. Prime Link என்ன புதுசா வந்திருக்கு போடுங்க we will watch. ஏன்னா எதுவுமே பண்ண பிடிக்காது. Watch movie today. Many times I have done that during weekends when my husband was watching movies. Even even I would have planned like weekend, because during weekdays my son used to have laptop from morning 8:50 to afternoon 3 o'clock.
Whoa.
Only after that I will get laptop to learn. Because you will be in
So
online.
meanwhile, you'll be watching videos on your phone.
No, I'll be doing all the household work. Even for night, I will prepare dinner, everything, chutney, elam funny, I will keep it in fridge. Whatever things I have to do, like washing, laundry, whatever I have to do, I will do in that gap. 8 to sit with water, have to teach something or do any activity, whatever it may be, I'll do in that gap. After 3 o'clock, I'll ask them, I want laptop. Till 6 o'clock, don't disturb me. But again, I will get many disturbances. This will happen. If you are planning something you want to do, so if you can do it in 1 week, plan it for 2 weeks. So you will not have the guilt feeling. You mudike mudiyale, and the feel you will not.
On the field, what they will give up. Simply, they will give up. Okay, I'm not able to do. I think I will not be able to do complete the course and solidity. They will be simply giving up.
I used to say this to my husband. Say, I started, but I couldn't study at all. The kids are falling sick. Some festival is coming. Whenever I sit for learning, some other neighbor is coming and disturbing me. Function is coming. So many things I couldn't avoid. I don't know when will I finish all this. When I say to my husband, don't take this as a stress. Now, only if you go for work, we can't live like it's not situation like that. So take your own time. Whenever you have time, you study, because kids are our first priority. So listen to them. You spend time with them. Whenever you have time, even if you take 2 years also, I will not mind. Study whenever you want. Whenever you have time, you study. So don't take this as stress, like you have to go to job immediately. I want you to learn and work only for your financial independence. Not that you have to do it immediately. So whenever you have time, you do. Don't take it, because after going to office also you will have so many stress. So I want to say this. When after joining work, feel like I should have completed the course and joined. I would have completed the certification and joined. Because now they are asking me to do the trial heads. Like they have an evaluation at May 16th and the second evaluation at May 30th, and they want me to complete the certification within 3 months. So now I feel like I should have completed everything and joined.
When time was there, yes.
I have that feeling now, because after coming home we'll have household work. So there also we are not getting time to study. They have meeting, they have KT session, they have things there. I am not getting so many distractions in office. I'm not getting time to study there also. After coming here also, I have to take care of kids. So I would have finished and this is what Ashok used to tell so many times. Don't rush for interview. Finish all your modules.
I'll have case studies, yes.
And then only you try for job. He used to say. I have listened to him. I have never approached any company or never applied any company. Whenever I get calls, no, the HR people, they will not go through my profile completely and they will call me. They will ask in which company you are working. I will say I'm not working currently. I'm an immediate join. Then they will ask in which company. What is your past company? What's your CTC and all? Then I will say like this. I have worked in non-IT background. Then only they will say, okay, I'll see to your profile and I'll get back to you. They will not see the profile properly and they will keep calling me. So I started updating in Outreach. I started updating resume. Because of those calls, it's unnecessary waste of time. So I stopped updating. But recently this call, I don't know how they got my resume. I think mostly it's from the trade Outreach. They call me on whatever topics I mentioned in my resume, only those topics they asked me unnecessarily. Like I didn't mention LWC. I didn't mention synchronous. They didn't ask any questions from them. Integration also, I didn't. They didn't ask even a single questions from them.
Great, actually.
So better people finish all your course topics, do your certification. Certification also pressure. It's not mandatory, but if you are a mom, better do certification and then go for. It will not any stress for you. Like I have to do certification within 3 months. I have to learn. All those stress will not be there. Even for growth also, it will help. When after going there, if we help them in any development part, we get our growth will be very instead of not completing, not doing deep learning. Do deep learning and go, then it will be fine. Even now, I have that feel I didn't learn deeply. I don't know why. From initially, I have this feeling. Even though I refer so many videos.
Maybe after.
Often I have shared this with Ashok. Ashok used to say, then we'll conduct a mock interview. We'll see.
Do you have any message to share? This video is intended for the mothers who have enrolled with us, okay, working mothers. So do you have any message for them so that they will also get motivated and they will also
first follow whatever Ashok says. Whatever he asks you to do, you do that. Then do the Salesforce topic tracker, Excel, whatever they have given you. You keep tracking your learning, then only you will get motivated. Don't compare with others. Instead, compare yourself. What I learned yesterday and what I attained today. Last year, I don't know what is Salesforce. This year, I have learned Salesforce. I have learned development. I learned a language aspect. So you have to compare yourself. What I was last year and what I am today. I have done something better than last year. So that's one. Then be consistent. Daily learn at least 5 minutes. That's enough. If you can't, your kids are sick or some guest came, you are not able to learn, just 5 minutes before going to bed or any time. While cooking also you can wear earphones and you can learn. So 5 minutes also it's good. Listen to podcasts or any mock interviews. I listened many mock interviews. Before this interview, when they scheduled the interview, while cooking, I didn't get time. So while cooking, I was listening to mock interviews. While cutting the vegetables and all, we'll get time, right? Thinking something else, you can listen to any mock interview available in. Then take printout of whatever interview questions available in AJ skill development folder.
Drive. Yes.
Yeah. After completing each topic, look into the topic's interview questions. So you will understand how they will ask interview on this particular topic. If you have completed process builder, go to those interview questions and process builder, whatever questions available. So it will be easy for you to answer in the interview. So these are the questions they will ask. While doing this, I didn't do, but I am giving you an idea because after learning interview questions, I understood more about the topic. So while learning itself, if you do the interview questions also, it will be for you. Even unexpectedly, you got a call. You didn't complete everything and you got a call. You didn't prepare for interview. This will help. Then don't feel low. Whenever you are feeling low, listen to some music, go out for your walk, that will give you energy. I know kids are our priority, give time for kids, not everyone. See, I didn't go for job all these years, I spent for my kids, so it's nothing wrong because only if kids come up very well, we will be happy throughout our life. So nothing wrong in spending time for kids. Give them enough time, then you can start your career. No issue. Everyone will have different kind of situations at home.
Yes.
So my solution will not help many, but you can try this. Keep yourself motivated. Do whatever you like. If you didn't like today to study, don't.
And this question I wanted to ask: did you at any point of time felt like isolation? Like you are the only person who is learning Salesforce, and you don't have any other friends or known people who is learning Salesforce. There is no one to accompany you, right? So did you at any point of time felt a sense of, oh my God, I don't have anybody to give a company. So if I had some friend to give a company, I would be learning faster. Like that, did you have a feeling like that?
Yeah, I had the same feeling when I was doing Salesforce. My husband, whenever I asked him doubts, he said, "I don't know this platform. Why don't you ask someone who is already learning in ages? You have a Telegram group. Why don't you ask someone?" Then I was reluctant, like how to approach someone without knowing them, how to ask them like that. But when I was doing low case study, I guess, for data security, Naveen and Dinesh, they both were doing the same case study. I came to know Naveen and Dinesh those times. I messaged them. I have doubt in this because I couldn't join Q&A. I have doubt in this. How did you ask them? They helped. They were in touch.
Great. Yes.
Even now, Dinesh in touch with me. Naveen job opportunity. After that, he didn't call or message, but Dinesh often he calls. Even now, I informed him like I got a job. So he was also now asynchronous and all those things. He asked me, what akka இன்னும் நீ முடிக்கலையா? டைமே கிடைக்கல நான் இன்னும் ஆரம்பிக்கவே இல்லை.
Yes, they would be ready to help us, but then we would
different from us. So those motivation will help you completely from non-IT background. So they are from IT background. இதெல்லாம் நீங்க படிச்சிருப்பீங்களா அப்படின்னு கேட்டா எங்கக்கா படிச்சோம்.
That is what I told you. Engineering students, they would have forgotten everything, and they would be ready to help us. But we should not hesitate to ask for help. Many mothers they would feel hesitated to get to post their queries in Telegram.
நான் இதுக்கு முன்னாடி அசோக்கே கேட்டேன், யாராவது வேஜஸ் டெவலப்மெண்ட்ல யாராவது இருந்தாங்கன்னா எனக்கு சொல்லுங்க, அவங்க என்கிட்ட ஏதாவது அவசரம்னா
Yes, yes.
no, you don't do that. You
Mm.
approach Nagaraj and you get your doubts clarified. Don't do that, you tell me. But I did. I asked Dinesh, but it's not like every day I keep discussing. Whenever I have any doubt or anything to say,
Okay,
they can
great.
form a community. If they have friends and they can form community, they can motivate each other. Like have a goal like இதுக்குள்ள நம்ம முடிச்சிடலாம் எல்லாரும் சேர்ந்து. They have a goal something like that. They all can prepare interview questions. அவங்க ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்றது இவங்களுக்கு ஷேர் பண்ணலாம், இவங்க ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்றது அவங்களுக்கு ஷேர் பண்ணலாம். So that they will also learn பண்ணிப்பாங்க. There are friends they can do like that.
Okay. So I had this question, that's why I asked you.
Everyone will have challenges. Be happy to accept it. Be positive.
Actually, great. See, I feel inspired after talking to you by listening to your routine. We have to be consistent. Everything that you shared is a kind of inspiration, not just for me. It will be for everyone who is going to watch this video. So I wish you all the very best. Many congratulations for this particular
One more
job.
thing I will share is I'll have like only after completing this topic I will do this. Then I couldn't learn from the last week to March last week due to my mom. So after that I had like இவ்ளோ நாள் தான் படிப்பேன், இன்னும் 1 year ஆயிடும். ஜூன் வந்தா நான் Salesforce படிக்க ஆரம்பிச்சு 1 year ஆயிடும். அதுக்குள்ள நான் படிச்சு முடிக்கணும். I was saying. And my birthday is April. I told him April 15th குள்ள முடி, April 15th தான் நான் ட்ரெஸ் எடுப்பேன், அது வரைக்கும் நான் எடுக்க மாட்டேன். I told him April first week my daughter fell. அதுக்கப்புறம் my son fell sick. I couldn't do. After that this interview also started on April 15th evening. Selected and they told me you are selected.
Super la.
At least now we'll go and get the dress. It's okay. I don't want dress.
Anyway, you got job.
It's okay. This year, next year I will get, no problem. He was feeling very bad. Come, we'll go. Come, no, I said it's okay. It's okay. Have some goal, like treat yourself. இது முடிச்சனே எனக்கு ஏதாவது நானே ஒரு Dress வாங்குவேன். இது முடிச்சனே நான் ஏதாவது ஒரு
self care is very important. Yes.
ஏதாவது வச்சிட்டா you will feel motivated.
Yes.
ரொம்ப நாள் வாங்கணும்னு நினைச்சது வந்து ஓகே நான் இந்த டாபிக் முடிச்சிட்டு நான் வாங்குவேன். அந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது வச்சாங்கன்னா they will move.
Great. You have given so many tips and that's all, Vaishnavi. It was very nice, very wonderful talking to you, and you are very nice. You have shared all your experiences without any hesitation. Thank you so much. Thanks for your time, and this is going to be a great motivation for all the mothers.
Thankful for Ashok, because without him I would have not learned Salesforce, not got job now. And thankful for Ashok. Please continue.
Definitely.
Any help you need, let me know. If you want me to come to center, or if you want me to talk to any mom who are feeling low, please let me know. Anyone who is facing sales, anyone can do this. It's not like if you get time 8 hours, you can.
So great. What else can be more inspiring than your story? Great, phenomenal. Thank you so much, Vaishnavi, for your time. All the very best. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was nice talking to you. I'm feeling very happy after sharing all this.